the best on the patch. Probably not Talia, but she's been played a lot.
This, unironically, could be, I was going to say either a Sivir because they have the Jarvan, obviously it's totally safe to lock it here as the final pick, or actually could have even been MF in this situation, which is rising in priority quite heavily. We're seeing it in solo queue soaring in win rates right now as well. Everyone is practicing it, but because it's safe and it does incredibly well in this patch in terms of itemization, gets through its lane for free. But the Sivir plus the Rise is so much both wave clear, but also insane late game damage with the front line of this Cassante and Jarvan.
Yeah, and I think the Spell Shield can be very valuable. Into the Snare from Nico, if they're going to use that to start fights, as well as the Pantheon trying to dive on top of her, wins this like very, very easily, just because of how powerful all these champions are.
Breaks.
And yeah, it has to be when Wolf is on the desk, by the way, that we get a toilet issue. This is Korea, so he is very young. It's a very early time for him. I think he can be let off the hook. He gets one, okay? We can give him one. Like that. What is it that you've got to do? We zooming
he
in
drank
on the
too
water?
much water.
That's the culprit. Oh no!
It looks like it's at least below the top of the.
Oh yeah,
that
is 2/3 or less. Yeah, full right now. Absolutely.
Going to the bathroom before the cast. I'm like, I'm gonna go the rest.
He did say that. He did say that.
You know where I'm. If you're wondering where I am. Break it up there, Korea. Let's go.
Welcome
got
back,
a game to
Korea.
play. You got to keep that streak going. Let's do it.
All right. As here in the bottom lane, Lahens and Taehyun going very aggressive onto Korea, taking a lot of damage. Good Boomerang Blade to offer a little bit back there from Smash, whose health bar is still quite high.
So I am going to be keeping my eyes on that one, as looking for an aggressive trade here as Lucid comes over.
Yeah, too many 1v1s happening here as Scout is down relatively low. Sponge and Lucid still fighting it out with Showmaker rotating over. Does mean that, oh, never mind. Going to get shoved back here as now Sponge. Possible stun angle, and that is going to mean the flash has to be employed here by Showmaker. And so now Lucid will be able to find him here. Level 6 for the Jarvan. Should mean that he will be able to win a fight up against Sponge, but he hits 6 now off that one little Raptor. And now's a Realm Warp coming in. There's the knock-up onto Sponge as Showmaker turns up. Cataclysm onto Sponge. The flash out from Lucid to try and keep him alive as Showmaker is now looking for a Tempered Fate, and that's going to interrupt the ulti escape, and Sponge is dead. Korea moves over and will be able to help grab that first blood for Showmaker. Beautifully played here by Dplus. The support gets that roam first. Dplus going to connect onto 2 here towards the bottom side. Barrier from Smash is trying to help out here, is on the hunt, gives them that extra movement speed. Even as far as farm is concerned, we're going to have a look at how Showmaker died. Oh, caught napping. Lead Scout may have just a little bit of a starfall. The double globals being a little problematic. Showmaker has nowhere to go.
Always going to be great when you have 80 carries that do a lot of damage, and all 80 carries do a lot of damage in this meta right now, as Kingan's forced to flash even as well. You're just the honest one.
Thank you. All right, Nongshim here. Try and keep Lahens alive, who just pop blossoms the air, trying to keep himself up. Tempered Fate to hold him in position. There is a Pantheon potentially able to come down here though, and he does press that Grand Starfall button.
And are feeling really comfortable. As now all plus complete here for Nongshim. Sponge is up here.
Yeah, Shu maybe stepping a little far forward. Does trying to avoid some of that CC, but he's going to get smoked. Now looking to try and turn this one as he goes all out, looking for Sponge. The rest of the team all turn up as well. As the equalizer comes down, Shiu is just fine. As Kingan will be able to get a kill before he dies, but it looks like Shiu will survive. So 1 for 1 here in this top side, as everyone called all their mates.
Cross map happened. Taehyun.
Oh, Tempered Fate is going to hold him in position here. Smash with the on the hunt, trying to set this one up. Massive burst damage with that Boomerang Blade. Yep, I think Cassante getting strong probably going to be a good thing here. Showmaker has found Lahens, and Lahens not too happy about it, as we can see. Yeah, Tempered Fate is available as well, so Korea can take control of this if they'd like to.
I mean, they're just going to send him in.
Yeah, let's see whether it works. Cataclysm comes on down. There's the Tempered Fate to hold 2 in position as Scout and Taehyun able to hold on, but Lucid just says, thank you very much. Highway robbery here, as now the Weaver's Wall comes down. Showmaker trying to flash away, and he's going to be able to do so. That's a beautiful one. And now it's an Ocean Soul, and we're even on Dragons. Rift Herald now going to be what they're considering as Cosmic Binding does go wide, but Sponge taking a lot of damage, throws up the Aegis, and is going to be able to land that stun. Equalizer lands on top of Lucid quite nicely. Showmaker down to 50%, flag and drag gets Lucid out of there as Kingen still wants his fight, as it looks like Lucid going to be that target, and he will get taken down.
They basically, like I was saying before, okay, hold on, we're gonna have Scout looking for a collapse.
Yeah, Showmaker, oh, gonna get shoved, so he's dead. That is beautifully played. Scout gave him no choice.
Showmaker's face on the player cam as well. He just couldn't utilize it, so dies and loses Realm Warp.
Well, there's Magical Journey as Scout is going to be put into Golden Stasis. Then does flash away. Seismic Shove to hold on to Lucid here as now Sponge makes his way in. The Pantheon Talia combo looking pretty good.
Realm Warps out to make sure he doesn't get caught by a Weaver's Wall play.
Oh, speaking of being caught, Sponge now moving down towards his bottom side. There is no turret. And so Sponge going to miss the Q, but I think he's still going to have to flash. Yeah, out goes Shu. We'll see what he's going to be grabbing third. Might just be Cyril. This is okay. Cataclysm comes in as out goes Lucid after losing most of his health bar. Weaver's Wall was there in exchange as teleport comes through from Shiu. Showmaker now off to the side as Scout going down relatively low. Shiu looking for the angle, gets the flash out, so Scout is going to be okay. Gets out of the Tempered Fate as well, but Sponge not going to be so lucky as the Seismic Shove does nothing at all. Kingen not even teleporting into this fight as Taeun could be just a Phantom Dancer for a little bit more defense as Tempered Fate does get the dash cannon out of Lahen's. And I also think going for the fight is a really good idea because Flicker Blades just came in from Smash. And now Realm Warp is going to come on forward. Showmaker ignores it as Scout makes his way down. That is going to be a missed Seismic Shove though.
Get the TP out.
Yeah, Taeun moving in. There's on the hunt just to get out of there. Equalizer just going to be a red carpet to allow Smash to leave. As well, Kingen still with his residual ears. Lucid flashes in, great triple knockup as there's the Tempered Fate just to buy some space, but it's Sivir getting fed. There is the Dragon going over to Lucid. They'll take down Sponge as well as it's a double for the Sivir. We said the item spike was big and it's now going to be even bigger as Nongshim just nothing to offer back.
Patch. Well, there's no equalizer for 4 seconds.
Yeah, and Smash does so much damage to this as well, but now Nongshim making their way in. Great Seismic Shove gonna catch Shiu there is now Kingen looking for it. There's the knockup on a Taeun as Lucid gets into the backline. Showmaker able to come on over and offer that damage, and Shiu just looking unkillable right now as Kingen really wants to take down these lower health bars. Somehow all of DK is still alive, by the way. No idea how that one works as they dive on forward and down goes Kingen. They don't get the Baron, but they clean up a bunch more kills. In this later stage of the game has just been beautiful to watch.
Yeah, maybe not this part, but...
Well, I mean, I was more talking about DK.
Yeah.
Lahen's doing Lahen's things is not something that we ever discount, but there is a knockback. Oh, Shiu just picks him up, throws him back into the team, but the equalizer goes down. Sponge, the first one to die here, is now Lucid in the backline, looks for Taeun, the wall comes in, but Shiu is already down. Cap. So this Talia is going to be doing damage, throws down the wall now, looking for an angle towards Showmaker, who's going to be that first target. He does have the stasis, though, from Korea, whose bot has been so good today. By the way, into the backline goes Shiu. They do take down the Rise, as now Lucid and Shiu just trying to keep the rest of them at bay. Smash now needs to be wary of Sponge, so he will be taking him down first. And Shiu just kills Kingen? Where the heck did that come from? As Korea, Lucid, I don't know about that one. He does flag and drag, but he is still going to die. There is the Cosmic Binding onto Taeun. Korea, you need to be careful of those magical journeys. He's not really getting hurt by things. I'm seeing that. There is also a GA on Smash, so he's feeling pretty comfortable as well as Lahen's looks for an angle onto Showmaker and does not find it. Gets a flash, though, as now you've got Scout in so much trouble. That's just a cheeky cue from Showmaker. Looks for the Realm Warp, gets it, and then gets into that backline as now Kingen looking to try and barbecue Korea. He is definitely the only one that he can really get through in a quick manner as Sponge fails to flash and gets knocked into Timbuktu. And Kingen, he's running there. This is not exactly looking like the way he wants to go. A magical journey is unnecessary as Kingen is defecting. The rest of Dplus just looking to try and end this game as a Tempered Fate going to come off cooldown and go into the Nether. And yes, Kingen just taking them on a merry chase.
I mean, Kingen's bought enough time here to where it looks like they're going to have to use the Baron to end rather than just be able to walk down as 5 and end the game.
Well, he is just going to die because you cannot...
Eventually.
Yep. Korea making his way over here as Tempered Fate is going to snag onto the Nico. Lehens is trying to pop Blossom, but he's still just going to die. Korea is going to be going down as well. Both supports are dead, but these ricochets, man, are tearing Nongshim apart. And Shiu looks like he's kind of immune to damage, which is not what you want to see on the enemy team. As Rumwalk not going to be taken here from Showmaker. He just wants to take down these inhibitors, and all three of them.
They don't have equalizer for a few more seconds.
Ooh, Shiu goes in. There's a Weaver's Wall from Scout, just trying to take control of the situation. Lucid goes in, then he's out. As Sponge, speaking of which, he's going to go out via the Death Chamber, or at least via his GA for now. Taeyoon being held onto here by Showmaker is on the other side of the fight. Smash is completely safe. Shiu might be taken out. Never mind. He is a Mega Tank, and he is not going to be dying here as Showmaker goes golden, and the Nexus goes down. Dplus Kia.